and just desserts. That somehow or another this was some type of a divine revenge for the attacks of 9/11/2001. How tempting it would be to think that somehow that was deserved, or that that's some cosmic justice for the wrong that was done to us. The easy way out is to hate. The easy way out is to rejoice at the sorrow of others. It's an easy way out to dance on the graves of people, even if others that we associate with them did the same to us. When the thing that Jesus calls us to do is to love our enemy. And you see that those individuals on pilgrimage from all over the world for their religious faith are not our enemies. They see their lineage to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob just as our brothers and sisters in Judaism and our brothers and sisters in Christianity do. The easy temptation is to hate. When the hard work and the right thing, the thing that Jesus calls us to do is to love, to grieve and to mourn. As thousands of other people around the world are grieving and mourning the deaths of their loved ones. In America, we can be sympathetic to digging our dead loved ones out of rubble. There's people doing that same thing halfway around the world. Yet, when we were digging our loved ones out of rubble, people from around the world and around our nation came together and rallied. We cried together, we helped each other, and we decided we were going to do what it takes to build a better world, that things like this don't ever happen again. My prayer is that we work towards seeing the same thing happen over in Saudi Arabia. We pray for those grieving families, the same way we prayed for the same grieving families from 9/11/2001, from 1995 in Oklahoma City, from 1993 at the World Trade Center, from the nuclear disaster in Japan when the reactor melted down a couple of years ago, and those Syrian refugees who lost everything. Let's not give in to the temptation for hate. Next, let's not give in to the temptation to take the quick and easy way out. Jesus was tempted to do that by turning his back on his death and deciding, you know what, no, I'm not going to go die, or maybe I'm going to retire early. Don't take the quick and easy way out. A lot of people can get hurt pretty badly. Remember that scandal from a month or two ago, that Ashley Madison website? How many people got hurt by others trying to take a quick and easy way out of doing the hard work that was necessary to help relationships? I don't judge them. Obviously, a lot of hurt and suffering was going on in that situation. But when we try to take the quick and easy way out, we hurt others and we hurt ourselves. The same way that eating a whole bowl of candy before a church luncheon can make us stomach sick. Not only are we hurting ourselves, but we're hurting others. When we're turning down that lunch that people in this church spent their money and their time putting together, and their hard work setting up for and cleaning up afterwards, a lot of people there in our own church would get hurt if we'd eaten that whole thing of candy before service. Let us not be tempted to take the quick and easy way out, but rather do the hard work for the righteous and the loving outcome. Finally, how can we avoid temptation? We can't. The better question is, how do we deal with temptation when it finds us? Every one of us in here has probably been tempted 1,000 times in the past few days. Probably been tempted a bunch of times just getting up this morning for any number of things. What's a nice practical way to try to fight temptation? I'm going to go back to the cartoon I brought up during the children's message. Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood on PBS, kids watching. It comes from the Fred Rogers Company. Remember Fred Rogers on TV for 30 years, ordained Presbyterian minister, a person who's passing or still breathing? Daniel Tiger says when we're mad, take a deep breath and count to 4. Let's try that when we're tempted. When we're feeling that compulsion to do the thing that we probably shouldn't do, to eat the thing that we probably shouldn't eat, or to act the way that we probably shouldn't act. Let's just stop for a second. Whole candy isn't going anywhere anyway. Take a deep breath and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that pause, think about what we're really about to do. Who are we going to help? Who are we going to hurt? How are we serving Jesus in doing that action? That simple pause, and that simple refocus back onto the Lord can be enough to change our direction. To leave the bowl of candy for another time. To leave the juice so that my sister can take it. To go do the work in the relationships that we need to do to keep them alive and vital. And to choose to reach out in love rather than hate. Even when we think those who are associated with others that have hurt us very badly somehow are now in the same situation that we once were. Let's use the juice for those who really need it. Let's use the love for those who really need it. And let's share the mercy and the grace of those who really need it. And by those who I say really need it, I talk about every one of us in the world. Amen. Our closing hymn this morning is number 70.